In this video, I will be covering the essential guide to Battlefield 2042 when it comes to PC settings. Unlike other videos on the subject, I will only be focused on those settings that change fundamental visuals and interaction options. I will also provide variation summaries based around possible setups that prioritise visual, performance or balanced. If you enjoy the video and learn something new, then consider subscribing to stay up to date on 2042 and other multiplayer content. Moving straight into the display category, always make sure that you're running full screen and your resolution and refresh rate match your monitor's native design unless your GPU struggles playing the game. Field of view can be set based on how you like to engage the enemy. If you're more long distance, then consider a lower setting below 70. If you're more up close and personal, then 80 plus can be a useful sweet spot. For balanced, go somewhere in between. I suggest aligning vehicle field of view with ADS field of view on. Set motion blur at 0, and then the next 4 settings off unless you're attempting to make the game look as good as it can. When it comes to graphics preset, the lower the settings the higher the frame rate, so suggest you test out various options depending on your setup. However, always try to prioritise improved settings when it comes to texture quality. DLSS is card specific, so won't advise a setting other than testing it out to see what works best for you. Regarding Nvidia Reflex, most people would benefit from Enable Plus Boost due to the game currently being CPU bound on most systems. Make sure future frame rendering and vertical sync are both off. Moving on to the HUD, switching off motion and reducing camera shake to its minimum of 50 will help you stabilise gunplay, especially when experiencing a hot zone. The kill log is best set on and showing nearby intel that then only present opportunities relevant to your current position on the map. I recommend you turn off crosshair projection, which will help with aiming stability on short to medium gun battles. Hit indicators are personal preference. My advice is to use colours such as shown here to help identify clearly the state of any exchange. As there are no options to change the size of the minimap, view distance becomes important depending on playstyle. I suggest trying out a setting between 70 to 100 for on foot to enable visibility of enemies in the local vicinity. Moving to sound, I strongly suggest reducing or completely removing music volume to improve audio of player footsteps. I also suggest turning down announcer volume and leaving in-world radio off, unless you want that more authentic experience. Within the mouse and keyboard on-foot settings, you may want to turn off parachute auto-deploy to avoid being a sitting duck when in the air. Also suggest you enable quick throw grenades to make deployment a one-step process to minimise time to throw. The only other settings I suggest you consider are revive interaction and skip revive by changing them to toggle rather than having to sit with your finger on the button. In summary then, your best performance mode will see graphics on low together with all advanced settings off. Best balance settings, either choose medium or high on graphics followed by DLSS balanced with other advanced settings off. Finally, for the highest quality game feel, go with ultra, DLSS on quality and advanced settings on, if your rig can handle the load. Please let me know in the comments down below how these settings work for you and other settings that you currently run that help you in game on 2042. Thanks very much for watching and have a great day.